Hello all my dear student friends. Today let us discuss how the fuel is injected inside the engine cylinder, how the fuel is supplied to the engine cylinder for combustion purpose. We must find efficient ways of supplying the fuel to the engine cylinder so that there will be better combustion. In fact, we want complete combustion of the fuel inside the engine cylinder as far as possible. Of course, it is difficult to have the complete combustion inside the engine cylinder, but if we make the combustion process efficient, and for that, if the charge which is supplied to the engine is homogeneous, if the air and fuel are mixed properly, if the air fuel ratio is uniform, then the combustion will be better, and better combustion will result in better performance of the engine, better life of the engine, and reduced pollution. So due to this, we must use a better way of fuel supply to the engine. So what are the various methods of fuel supply to the engine? Let us see. First is the throttle body injection method, throttle body fuel injection method, or the single point fuel injection system. In single point fuel injection system, we are using a common injector for all the cylinders, and when the injector is common and when there is only one hole which is provided to the injector for injecting the fuel, then comparatively the size of this hole will be larger, and the pressure at which the fuel is supplied can be limited to 200 bar or 300 bar. But if we are using the other method, that is the port injection method, also called as the multi-point fuel injection method, or in short it is called as the MPFI system, which is used in the modern engines. So in this MPFI system, we are having two types. One is the DMPFI system and other is the LMPFI system. So let us study in detail about the MPFI system, multi-point fuel injection method. So DMPFI and LMPFI, these are the two types, and in MPFI system it is observed that the fuel management is better. Separate injector is provided for each cylinder. Even several injectors may be provided for each cylinder in case of MPFI system, or even several holes may be provided in each injector. Something like 8 holes may be provided in each injector. So when the number of holes are more, naturally the size of the hole will be reduced. Size of the holes will be reduced, and therefore the pressure at which the fuel should be injected has to be increased from 200 or 300 bar to something like 1500 bar. Then only the fuel injection is possible, and this fuel injection will be more atomized. Very fine minute droplets of the fuel will be injected in the air so that there we obtain the homogeneous mixture of air and fuel. We also obtain the precise control of the quantity of the fuel injected, as well as the time of the fuel injection is also very precise. It is controlled precisely with the help of electronic control unit, or sometimes a computer which is used specially for that system. So it is very important to control the quantity of the fuel precisely as well as the exact time in microseconds of the fuel being injected, and therefore this control has to be done with the help of electronic control unit. Then the proper and uniform mixing of air and fuel results in the homogeneous charge. The charge is homogeneous because air and fuel, they are mixed properly. Uniform air fuel ratio can be obtained throughout the engine cylinder, and this results in superior fuel consumption. Up to some extent we can obtain the complete combustion of the fuel in case of the MPFI system. This will result in the reduced pollution. Pollution will be reduced and the performance of the engine will be improved. Not only this, but the life of the engine will also be improved. Those components which are coming in contact with the exhaust gases and the fuel being burned, the life of these components will be improved. Better engine response for sudden acceleration and deceleration. So the engine will respond in a better way because the fuel will be available quickly. There is no wastage of fuel, and the performance of the engine will be better, the working of the engine will be better. Not only efficiency, but smooth working of the engine will be there if we go for the MPFI system. Now in MPFI system we are having DMPFI and LMPFI system. First of all we will study the DMPFI system. So in DMPFI system we are having the intake manifold. Of course intake manifold is required. The air fuel mixture is supplied to the engine through the intake manifold. In some cases only air is supplied to the engine through the intake manifold. So here air is entering inside the intake manifold, but the flow rate of the air is controlled with the help of the throttle valve. The throttle valve controls the flow rate of the air which is entering inside the intake manifold. Through the intake manifold, this air is entering inside the engine. Now from here fuel is also entering inside the intake manifold from this side, and the air already has entered inside the intake manifold, and this air and fuel is mixed. So we get a mixture of air and fuel. This mixture of air and fuel is entering inside the engine. Now the engine is running and engine is having some RPM. The RPM of the engine is sensed by the engine RPM sensor, and this information is provided to the electronic control unit. The electronic control unit is getting some more information, and that is about the vacuum which is present inside the manifold. Whatever vacuum is present inside the intake manifold, that information is obtained by the electronic control unit. That means how much air is entering inside the intake manifold, how much air is present inside the intake manifold at that moment. That is sensed by the electronic control unit. So the electronic control unit is getting two different signals, that is the RPM of the engine and the vacuum in the manifold. Now this information is processed in the electronic control unit, and the electronic control unit will control the injector. So the injector is controlled by the electronic control unit through injector volume control. So how much quantity of petrol or fuel will be supplied to the intake manifold through the injector along the injector line will be controlled by the electronic control unit. Okay, so the electronic control unit controls the injector. It gives signal to the injector. The injector is connected to the fuel line, and the injector is injecting the fuel inside the intake manifold. The fuel is passing through the injector line, and the quantity of the fuel is controlled by the electronic control unit. How much quantity of fuel will be injected by the injector inside the intake manifold will be controlled by the electronic control unit through injector volume control. Not only the quantity but the timing is also controlled. How much for how much time the fuel will be supplied, that timing is controlled very accurately, very much precisely in microseconds, and therefore the efficiency of the engine, the performance of the engine is improved. So this is the working of the DMPFI system. Next is the LMPFI system. Now in LMPFI system we are using the air flow meter. The air flow meter will sense the flow rate of the air. Flow rate of the air is measured, and now this air is passing through the throttle valve. That means the flow rate of the air is controlled by the throttle valve. The air which is entering inside the intake manifold, its flow rate is controlled by the throttle valve, and before that the flow rate of the air is also measured by the air flow meter. Now fuel is supplied to the intake manifold from here, and air is also entering inside the intake manifold. Air and fuel gets mixed. So the mixture of air and fuel will leave the intake manifold and it will enter inside the engine. What enters inside the engine is nothing but the mixture of air and fuel. So this engine will now start working. Engine is rotating with certain RPM. The crankshaft of the engine is rotating with certain RPM, and this RPM is sensed by the engine RPM sensor, and this information is given to the electronic control unit. The electronic control unit receives the information about the engine RPM through the engine RPM sensor. The electronic control unit will also sense one more information about the volume of air intake. The air flow meter is sensing the flow rate of the air, and that information is given to the electronic control unit. So the volume flow rate of the air will be known to the electronic control unit. So these two signals are processed in the electronic control unit, and the output of the electronic control unit is given to the fuel injector. The fuel injector is controlled by the electronic control unit through the injector volume control. So the volume of the fuel which is injected by the injector inside the intake manifold will be controlled by the electronic control unit through the injector volume control. So via injector volume control, the electronic control unit will control the volume of the fuel which is supplied by the injector inside the intake manifold, and this fuel is passing through the injector line from the injector to the intake manifold. Of course, the injector is connected to the fuel supply, to the fuel pump, and in this way you will find that the precise quantity of fuel is entering inside the intake manifold, as well as the timing is also controlled precisely in microsecond. So this will definitely improve the performance of the engine by using this LMPFI system. So this was about the LMPFI system. Thank you, my dear friends.